Let's see if this is going to be too bouncy. I don't know. Good morning. I don't know if anybody's up at this hour. Oh, the other thing that's weird about this is doing this through the phone. Like, it's harder to see. I don't have maybe I should try to zoom in a little more. 800 times. 800 times view. We are up. I've actually been up since, I don't know what happened yesterday. I was so tired. Good morning, Kathleen. It was like 11:45 and I'm like, I'm ready for bed. Good morning, Celine. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Terry. You guys are all up. Yeah, I was really tired last night, so I fell asleep by like 12:30, which meant that when I woke up to go use the bathroom this morning at like 6 a.m., I couldn't go back to sleep because my body does this thing where it's like, oh, it's been 6 hours. That's plenty of sleep. Even though I'm going to be tired today now. So, I figured if I'm going to be up, I better get some work done. So I'm working on, oh my gosh, Andy, you've been up since 5:30. Yeah, I know. You early people are used to getting up first thing in the morning. I have always hated it. I have always been a night owl since I can remember. And of course, you know, things were different when I was a kid and I had to get up for school. I didn't have a choice. I had to go to bed when my parents told me to go to bed. And I had to get up when it was time to get up for school. But I just remember always having trouble falling asleep. At the time that they made me go to bed, I always would lay there awake for a long time because I didn't feel tired. And I remember always feeling tired in the morning when I would have to get up for school. I always felt super tired for like a long time. Like, I remember not really feeling like I was awake and alert and ready to learn until about lunchtime at school. So, and you know, there are just different people's different bodies run on a different circadian rhythm, like naturally. So yeah, everybody can force themselves to conform to a particular schedule, but that doesn't mean it's what's best for their body. So yeah, I've always struggled. I've always been a night owl. Getting up early does not come naturally to me, but I can do it. The 6 years that I worked for the school district in the Board of Education office, I had to be at work first thing in the morning. So I had to be up at 6:30 every day. Christina says, I'm about to go to bed here in Australia. Well, have a good sleep, Christina. Sleep well. So I'm working on the family drawing. So you guys may have seen that Aaron drew this, right? And so when we put together merch that's made out of one of his drawings, there's multiple steps, right? So the first step is that Aaron has to draw it. So he does the drawing with just, you know, his pencil and inking. And then the second step is that he has to color it. And that's what he did on the live the other day. Yeah, Jill, this is going to be our new family line of merch. So I'm going to plop it in to, I already have a design and I just need to put the image into it, and then it'll be ready. But there's all these things we have to do first. So he drew the image, he colored it, and now I have to make it to where we can, upload it and it works properly on Merch. So that requires, here, let me zoom out, I'll show you. It requires me to upload it onto the computer. See, this is what I'm working on. And this did have background on it, which I can show you real quick. Hold on. I'll just open another instance of it to show you what it looked like to start. Okay. So this is what we started with. So this is just what he did was he took a picture of this, right? And so like a high resolution picture, and he uploaded it to our Google Drive, and this is me importing it into my photo editor program. And then I had to remove the background, because when you put color images on Merch, you want it to be what's called a transparent background, where there's no white box, because otherwise what you end up with is a picture with a white box around it on the Merch, and that doesn't look good. So you want it to be just us, right? But you see what happens when you remove the white background is that you end up with these spots that aren't as good. And that will work on a plain white Merch. So this will work on a plain white t-shirt, or this will work on a plain white water bottle. But the problem is, if you want to put it on a black t-shirt or a green t-shirt or a blue t-shirt, it's not going to work, because that color is going to show in the background. Here, I'll show you what happens. I'll give it another layer. So if I wanted to put this on a, let's say like a royal blue shirt, which is one of Erin's favorites, that's what would happen. You'd get a shirt that looks like we've had some kind of like radiation poisoning. It's not good, right? If you want it on a white shirt, it's okay. Gets a little washed out, but it's okay. But yeah, black. Let's see if let's go with like some of you guys like to do the pink shirts. Pink shirt. Like it's just whatever color background is going to bleed through these spots. So what I'm doing, let me delete that layer. You can see I've started over here. What I'm doing is going through, and this is a process. It takes a while. I have to zoom in really close so I don't bleed over the edges. So let me zoom to 800. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to outline the edges, which is what I was already doing. And so I'm making a white layer that's going to go behind the image to kind of support it, right? To give it a background, but just behind the drawing part and not behind the rest. And then it will look normal again. But it takes time, so I have to go around, I have to outline the whole thing. And then once I outline the whole thing, I can fill it. So you'll see. While I'm chatting with you guys, it'll come together. But this is the next step in the process. And then once this is done, I can export it and I can move it over into the Merch program, where I have to sit and design, put together all of the different merch types. So if we're going to make t-shirts, I have to put it onto the t-shirts and situate it and add the sleeve logo and all that good stuff. Pick out all the colors that'll be available. Anybody have any color requests for t-shirts? Valerie says, wow, you have a lot of patience. Yeah, I guess I've been doing this kind of stuff a long time, so you get used to it. I actually did website design way back when my older kids were little, when they were just toddlers. That's when I started doing like graphic and website design work. Just kind of self taught. And then I got into photography, and I was a professional photographer for a while. I have a series of photos that was in a gallery for a long time. And then I started working at the school district as an administrative assistant, did that for almost 7 years. I went back to school, got my degrees. I've done a lot of things. It's kind of crazy to look back on it now. Good morning, Rhonda. Yeah, the Facebook has been having some pretty serious issues, and I think I figured out what the problem is or was. It seems like it's still having an issue, but so about a day and a half ago, a bunch of people lost their access to Facebook on laptops, computers. It just like crashed completely. No explanation, no nothing. And I think I figured out because the reason they did that, it was for people who still had to transition their page. So you know how some of you guys might know how our page converted from a classic page to a new page experience at the beginning of June, caused a lot of chaos. But that's the new thing now for pages. They all have to be on the new pages experience. But the thing is, when you're Facebook and you have, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pages, you can't convert everyone at the same time. You have to do it in batches. So they converted our main page here that you guys are on right now, and they converted our A-Team page, mine and Erin's page, but they had not yet converted Erin's drawing page, the Sketchy Friendler page. So it went down for computers, and I saw other people having the same issue. And then this morning, or was it last night? I think it was late last night, I got on and got the notification that they had converted the Sketchy Friendler page. So I feel like it's some kind of something they had to do to get the rest of those pages converted over. But it seems like for the last few days they've been having issues with sound skipping on the videos, just, a bunch of playback issues that they never had before. I kind of wonder how anything works at all. It seems like they've let everyone go and there's just a bunch of computers controlling everything. But who knows? Did you guys know that Facebook has started cold calling page owners now? I get spam calls from them multiple times a week. And every time they call me multiple times in a row, trying to get me to get on the phone with one of their quote unquote advertising specialists so that I will pay Facebook to advertise our page. This is how convoluted the platform has become. Originally, they said, hey, you guys have a large audience and we are willing to pay you to let us run advertisements on your videos. And so I said, well, heck yeah, like, go ahead, put ads on our videos. We need, that's great. That was back in 2020 when we first monetized. And so they're like, okay, we're going to pay you to run ads. Now, whoops, see, that's a mistake. Back out. Now they want me to pay them. So, okay, hold on. So that was the first thing. They started paying me to run ads on my page. Then at the end of 2021, they said, "Oh, well, we can still have ads on your page and everything, but we're going to decrease your reach. There's not going to be as many people that are going to see you, even though these people follow you, even though they want to see your content and they follow you. We're going to, if they're not that active, we're just going to stop showing them your stuff." So our reach has been reduced since the end of 2021 by over half. And now they're saying, "Hey, you can pay us and we'll give you your reach back. You can pay us to advertise your page so that more people can see it." This is what it's come to. They're like, "We would like all the money we gave you back. So if you want anyone to see your content, you're going to have to give us that money that we paid you." It is crazy, Mary. It feels like very surreal. And the thing is, I've been sucked into it over the last year, because what happens is they know that you rely on, this is our primary income, right? Those ads on our videos, that's our primary source of income. We rely on that now to pay our bills. So they know that. They know they've got you by the kahunas. And when they start dialing things back, your paycheck comes from work and it's half of what it was, and you're like, what? I have to scramble now. I gotta figure this out. And so you will you'll like, okay, all right, I'll try this advertising thing. I'll pay you some money back if it's gonna make things go back the way they're supposed to be. But the problem is, I did it all of 2022. I bought into it and spent money. I paid them probably over the course of the year about $20,000 in advertising, and it never got us back. Never got us anything close to back to where we were in 2021. So it's really like, at this point, it's starting to feel like a lost cause over here, which is sad, because this is where most of you are, and most of you don't want to leave, and I totally get that. It's comfortable, it's familiar, it's where you guys have been hanging out all these years. It's hard to switch to something new. But they're making it really hard on people like us to just keep doing it. I have no idea. Am I still in Aaron's hair? I have no idea where I am. I must still be in his hair, right? Because still covering black. Thank you, Erica. It's kind of painstaking, but whatever, gets the job done. James, I have not, and I'm not really exactly sure what the problem is. I mean, clearly the problem is me. James is asking if I've made any progress with the new platform that we were talking about, trying to kind of add in and maybe move a lot of our activities over to. that could be better for us. And I've signed up for this platform, and I've kind of done the basic research and started setting it up and started making it look pretty, and the mods are over there. I don't know why I lost steam. I think I started to tell myself that nobody is going to do it. I think that's part of the problem. I started having negative voices, negative, I shouldn't say voices, that sounds crazy. I started having negative thoughts in my head that people aren't going to get into it and it's not going to work. And I started feeling kind of defeatist about it. And I've lost the, what do you call it? Yeah, the motivation, the excitement about it. I don't know. It's kind of silly, huh? Because you'd think that I would at least give it a try, at least see it through to fruition. And try it before you give up on it. But now look here, how do I do this? There's a stray hair. Colleen, I'm not cutting. I'm giving. I made the image transparent, and now I am giving it a white background so we can use it on any color of t-shirt. So right now I'm outlining it, and then I'll be able to fill it once I'm done outlining it. Kathleen says, I'm not on it. Friends say it's not worth it. What are you talking about, Kathleen? You're not on what? Can you use your thin brush? What software are you using? I'm just using GIMP. It's free, and it functions relatively the same in many ways as Photoshop, but it's not as expensive, and it works for my needs. I don't do a lot of the super fancy stuff, so GIMP does everything I need, and it's free. My back hurts. Mary, what's this new platform you're talking about? So we were trying, remember, I don't know, Mary, if you have heard us talking about a community space that we're trying to get set up, which would allow us to, it would allow everyone to have a space to congregate just like here on this page for free, but it would also have the added bonus of everything being in one place. So all of our subscribers would be in the same place. It would allow us to do paid Zoom sessions. We were talking about offering different types of topics, trainings and educational sessions and social sessions, which would be like a kind of like a premium thing that you would do, but all of the free stuff would be there as well. And like I said, everything in one place minus all of the distraction. So the nice thing about this other platform is that it doesn't have all of the ads. There's no ad revenue. There's no other pages. Like you would go there on your phone through an app and it would just be all our stuff. Nothing else. No news, no drama, no other pages, no ads, no BS. It's called Mighty Networks, and we've started setting it up, and I've hit like a roadblock with it. don't know how to get myself back, you know. I kind of wish I knew someone, or I could find someone who, because right now I'm kind of stuck in like all the technical aspects of setting up the gated stuff, like the subscriptions and whatnot. That's where I did it and then it wasn't quite right, and so I have to redo it. And I think I was just like, man, this is this is stupid. Nobody's gonna do this anyway. That's my voice in my head that deterred me. It was like, why are you doing all this? Spend all this time. It's not gonna work. That's my bad voice. Terrible. Rebecca, have you considered a reality TV show? No, definitely not. Not interested. I would never do that because it's, for one, it's fake. It's not reality. I don't know why they call it a reality show because it's scripted. They tell you what to talk about and when. They tell you, you know, what kind of drama they want to see. Um, for two, right now, the way that we interface with you guys, doing lives and stuff, it's very much under our control. Like, we decide when we go live, and we decide when we don't, and we decide on our own, each of us, if we want to be on the live. Anna decides if she wants to do it. Aaron decides if he wants to do it. I decide if I want to do it. Depends on how we feel that day. So there's no obligation or requirement. I need to zoom out. I'm too close. Oh, I'm on Gemelli now. That's why. So yeah, we have more freedom, right, to do what we want when we want. The reality show, you lose all of that. You're beholden to the producers and the ratings. And I just don't think that what they pay you is worth the intrusion. And I don't want people in my house, so I want my downtime to be my downtime. You know, it's nice because we can go live 2 or 3 times a day. You know, maybe we spend a couple hours with you guys tops. And then the rest of the day, the other 20 some odd hours of the day, we have to ourselves, privacy. Let's see, this is Aaron's shading that I'm running into here. I got confused because I couldn't see how light this part is. A lot lighter. So I need to go back down here. So definitely no reality shows in our future. We have talked about starting a podcast. Everyone in the family has shown interest in doing a podcast. Anna especially is very interested in having her own podcast. I was thinking we'd do like a more like a family thing, or and for Aaron and I, like a couples thing, and we could bring people on and talk to them and talk about different, you know, family stuff and raising kids stuff and whatnot. Anna wants to additionally have her own podcast where she talks about play life stuff. She's a very ambitious child. She wants multiple businesses, her own podcast. If I allowed her internet access, which we really don't, like social media access, I'm sure she would run her own page and she would do a wonderful job of it, but I would never allow her unsupervised access to the internet because people are nuts. See, I'm missing more shading. Look at that. Gotta come down even more. Nancy, yeah, I did. Sorry, I told everybody earlier what I was doing. I guess I can go over it again since it's been a little while. So, um, I'm working on the picture. This is the drawing that Erin did of our family that's going on it's going to become our profile photo and our family merch. So you're going to see all of our profile pictures on our different platforms change to this instead of the one that's there now. And also we're going to be putting it on merch because our family line of merch is old. It's from when it was just the three of us. So we're updating it. So he drew this and then he colored it. And now in order for it to be a digital file that I can put onto merchandise, I had to upload it onto the computer. And here, I'll show you. I had to upload it on the computer and remove the background so that it can go onto any color of shirt or whatever. And so now I have to go around the edge of the entire drawing and make it all white. That's what I'm doing. See, I started up here. I've made it this far. And then once it's done, once I do the whole perimeter, then I can use this little guy here, looks like a paint bucket, to just fill it all in. And it'll automatically all be white. And that'll give it a background so you don't see these empty spots here where the color will bleed through. And then it will be ready to go onto t-shirts and such. So that's what I'm doing. There's a close-up of Anna's face. See how, like here, there's no marker? Because he didn't fill it in all the way like a cartoon. He did shading to make it look more realistic. And so it left these spots. So we gotta give it some support. Good morning, Bet. We are doing well. Just getting going. Anna's still sleeping. She doesn't usually get up until 9:30 or 10. Yeah, Terry, Facebook is definitely still having issues. I wonder if it happens on the playback, on like after the, is it just happening during the live? Or is it happening when you play back the videos after the live as well? Colleen, that I already did that. I removed the background. And so now I have to go back and replace the background behind the image. So it's already on a transparent background, but that's the problem, is that now that it's on a transparent background, it has no white behind it to support the parts that don't have solid color. So that's why I have to add the white background back in. And I could do an edge grab, but it's not going to be as accurate as my own. It's not going to look right. It's going to make certain parts of it, like these edges where I was even having trouble figuring out where the end begins, it would mess that all up. So this is the better, more precise way to do it. It takes longer, but it does a better job in the end. Yeah, Terry, it's been happening for a few days. I have no idea when they're going to bother to fix it, unfortunately. I wish there were anything that I could do. I mean, the only thing that I can do to fix it is go live somewhere else, which would require everyone moving. Because if we go live over on a different place, it's not going to do that. Because it is a Facebook issue. I'm going to have to go back and see, I'm looking at this through the phone right now, and I think that's why it's making it so hard to tell. If I were looking straight on, I'd probably see these nuanced pieces better. What's frustrating, Kimberly? The work or the issues with Facebook? The work is not frustrating. This is actually very soothing to me. The issues with Facebook are incredibly frustrating because we already are down viewers because of what they've done to the algorithm and not notifying people and not keeping our content on their feed even though they want to see it. So we're already having those issues, and now on top of it, they're messing with the playback of the videos or the live stream, and so people get sick of it and they just leave. They don't watch, which hurts us even more, which I don't blame them one bit for doing it. I would get frustrated and give up too, but it's just like they just keep trying to screw us over more and more. Excuse my language, but that's really what's happening. And I guess I'm the fool, right? I'm the idiot for staying here and keep continually trying to force a situation that I'm like trying to bail water on a sinking ship, really, is what's happening. Everyone else we know who does the same thing we do for a living, they've invested their time and energy in other platforms. They've moved over to the tube of views and found better, more stable ways of doing what they do. And I keep clinging to this thread of hope that things are going to get better here, and they just keep getting worse. So that's my fault. Straighten my legs out. Terry says, I really enjoy your occasional solitary conversations with us. Thank you. I enjoy them too. Somebody said that I enjoy listening to the sound of my own voice. Maybe that's true. I do enjoy talking to you guys one-on-one. It's like sitting down with friends, right? And just chit-chatting. And it's not unusual. Some people might be like, oh, why don't you get some real friends? And just sit down with your friends in person and talk. I mean, I've been talking to friends online for 25 years. It's not unusual to me at all. I mean, most of my friends have been online for 25 years now. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. People are people. This is easier on everyone. You guys don't have to get dressed, worry about what you look like, drive all the way to my house. sit uncomfortably on my furniture when you could be home comfortable on your own furniture. You don't have to feel awkward about asking for something to drink or using the bathroom. You don't have to worry about when you have to leave to drive home. You can just stay in your jammies in the comfort of your own home, and we can do the same kind of socializing we would do in person. I think it's brilliant, personally. Pete, some people think if it wasn't done the way it was in 1950, then it's wrong now. Yeah, some people get kind of stuck in time and space and think that if you don't do things exactly the way they did it, then it's not right. That ain't right. They're the ones who are suffering because they don't open themselves up to growth and change, new experiences. Are we still on Gemelli, you think? Or is this part of my body now? Is this my shirt? No, because I have a green shirt. Aaron has the blue shirt. Nana, do you know if you're able to share content between Mighty Networks and Facebook, vice versa? Well, I mean, I think if what I think you're asking is correct, yes, because my content is my content. So, at this point, thankfully, I'm sure that's something that I could see changing down the road. But at this point, I can download my live streams from this platform and post them elsewhere. And in fact, one of you, I don't remember who it was, but and I didn't respond because we don't really do messaging through our pages, but sometimes you guys message us on like Instagram and stuff. And I don't often get involved in conversations because there's just so many messages, but I do see some of them. And someone messaged Aaron's page, and said, you guys should really just post your live streams on the Tube of Views. Like, I know that they're not oriented properly, but you know what? Other people are doing it and they don't care. So you should just do it anyway, because you could be building your audience over there. And I was like, woman, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and I don't know why I'm not doing that. Because I can grab the lives from here and just upload them over there. Not even a big deal at all. Most of them. Sometimes it like says, oh, you can't get that. But most of the time it'll work. So whoever sent that message, thank you, because you're absolutely right. I should do that. But yes, I would think that I could pull content from here and put it over there. Now, as far as can I pull content from over there and put it over here, I don't think I would want to, because that would de-incentivize, right? Is that a word? Is that real? That would decentivize. That would discourage people from going over there and utilizing the new space, which is what we want to encourage. So there has to be some level of like, if you want this, you have to go to it. I can't bring it all to you. You're going to have to. And the nice thing about this is it's not like you have to. I know people get intimidated by, oh, I got to download a new app. I got to create an account. I got to figure out how to use it. I got to navigate all of the stuff. But this is a little bit easier because once you download the app and create your account, it's just all us. There's nothing else to confuse you. It just takes you straight to us and everything us. Yeah, James, that's what I could do. I could make reels out of content over there and say, hey, you want to see this? Yes, ma'am. Can I help you? Jumeli, can I help you? Do you need something? Do you require love? Oh, you require love? Can you get some love from Daddy? Can you go get some love from Daddy? Oh, Erica, I'm not repeating myself. The video is repeating itself. Yeah. Thank you guys, everyone who is responding by text. I appreciate that. The reason why I'm not explaining with my voice is because if they're stuck in a loop, they're not going to hear it anyway. So I do appreciate you guys explaining to them through the comments what's going on. I think that's helpful in some cases. I should probably put up a post, like a static, just a text post, and say, hey, yes, this is an issue. This is what are all the ways that you guys have found to fix it? Like, what, other than just leaving and coming back, is there anything else I should mention that people should try to do when it happens to them? I usually tell people to check and see if there's an update for their app. Because a lot of times the glitchy stuff that happens is because you need to update your Facebook app. Oh, Amanda says, I bought Anna something and had it sent to your P.O. box. I hope it's not in a package, Amanda, because we're only doing cards and letters, and packages have been, if they're not really small, they've been getting sent back. So if you all of a sudden see a refund to your card because Amazon refunded it, then you know that it got sent back. Because I put right on all the pages where our address is displayed, it says right there in big bold letters, do not send packages. We are not doing gifts and stuff like that. Cards and letters only. So, because we don't go to the P.O. box often enough, and they will send them back if they don't fit in the box. So, just a heads up. But if it fits in the box and they leave it there, then we'll get it the next time we go. But we're not going to be going anytime soon, because when's the last time you went to the P.O. box, baby? Wasn't it just like a week and a half ago? Yeah, so it'll be a few weeks before we get by there to pick up mail again. We don't get near enough mail to make that trip frequently. Which is good, because people shouldn't be spending money. Thank you, by the way. As I say that, people shouldn't be spending money on gifts. But Anna will, I'm sure, appreciate it. So thank you. But yeah, we try to discourage gifts because I just don't think, people have better things to spend their money on. But she really likes reading you guys', a lot of you guys', I hate that. That's not proper grammar. She really likes reading the letters and getting cards. And she keeps them all too, by the way. She doesn't just read them and then throw them out. She has memory boxes full of cards and letters from people over the last few years, which is really cool because anytime she wants a little dose of motivation, she can dig in, grab a letter, and you guys are really great at supporting her motivation. Look, we're on Anna's face now. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to make it to the point where nobody can even watch our content because it doesn't play properly. They're like, they're like, man, they keep figuring out a way to get people to watch, even though we keep making it so people don't know they're on. So now we have to resort to making it so they can't watch the videos at all. It's like, what is going on, Facebook? What is happening with you? Why are you doing this, really? And how is it helping you? Because, if you have places to put your ads, then you get most of that money. We get such a meager, minuscule amount of that money. We figured out, Aaron and I did the math the other night and figured out that on a live stream, we make about 1 penny per person if they watch most of the video. That's what it breaks down to. 1 penny. We figured it out because a live we did the other night made $60 and had 6,000 viewers, like over the course of time, who watched more than 1 minute. So Facebook's banking on that advertising, right? Like, I'm getting a very small portion of it. Michelle, if that's the case, then they've been going to town for almost 2 years now, and I'm tired of it. Oh, look, there's Aaron's face. Well, okay. Think we're getting close to done. I just have to get over to the other side of his head now, and that should be a full loop.
My massive head.
What?
My massive head.
Your massive head. Hey, Shirley. You just happened to turn it on. Yeah, that's how things seem to work these days. I've been on for a while. Let me see. Whoops, sorry. Been on for 53 minutes. Wow. My goodness. I know, Mary. I feel the same way. I feel like they've really, really gone downhill over just the last couple of years. And I don't really understand why, but it does. It feels like a sinking ship. And I think I need to find the motivation and the wherewithal to become more serious about transitioning. Oh, look! Look! Ooh! There it is. Boom! Yay! We did it. Let's see. Look at that. The whole outline. Woo! Vicky says Mark is too busy fighting with Musk. Zuckerberg. They're too busy measuring each other's wee-wees. Whoa, that is not what we wanted to do. Nope. Okay. Let's see. How should I do this? Let's try. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best way. What I want to do now is select this outline. Because I want to fill in just inside the outline. And I could do that by hand, but it would be nicer if I could. I think I usually do it by hand. Thank you, Joyce. Oh, yeah, we don't want that. All right, let's just go in with a bigger brush. Now we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it up. This will be faster. To continue fussing with it. There we go. I'm going to cover the whole picture. I was trying to select only the white parts, but it's picking up on the other white in the image, and I can adjust the sensitivity, but the amount of time that it would take me to keep tinkering back and forth, it's not even worth it. Just do this. I just need to fill in these edges, these parts like this, so that I can go in with a really big brush and just bloop. I know, Jamie, isn't it weird that I'm up so early? Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on, but I hope it gets resolved. That is not good stuff. I hope you're okay. Oh, thank you, Shirley. That's so sweet. Thank you for being here with me. You guys keep me going. Terry says, this is going to be great. I'm in for a t-shirt and a tumbler. I hope so. I hope it's a new family design that will last us a while. All right, let's see. I don't need to worry as much about these because they should be okay. I need to worry about these. That's cool, Kathleen. I understand. Yeah, you guys let me know if anyone decides to get off of here because it's acting like a fool and replay it later. Let me know if this continues to happen on the replays or if it's only while it's live. Surely Anna is still sleeping. Anna doesn't wake up until usually 9:30, 10. So it depends on when she went to bed. Anna is a solid 12-hour a night sleeper. So basically whenever she went to sleep, she will wake up about 12 hours later. Usually between 10 and 12 hours, but last night Anna had an audition that had to be done and turned in by like the end of the night because because of the actors strike. So there's no, as of today, the actors strike goes into effect and there's no more work and no more auditions, and not allowed to promote anything and all that good stuff. So she had to get it done and turned in yesterday. And so she was up a little bit late doing that. What time? We got done at 9:30, which I think pushed all of her bedtime routine and stuff back about a half an hour. So I think by the time she was done stretching and she went to sleep, it was probably 11. So she'll probably be up soon because it's almost 10. She'll probably be up in the next half an hour, 20 minutes, I bet. Pretty soon we'll hear her. She'll be like, "Hey, Daddy, I'm awake." That's what she does in the morning. "Hey, Daddy, I'm awake." And that reminds me, we have to record a voiceover audition first thing because that has to be turned in right away, too. So I found out I don't understand all of this actor strike. Like, this is all new to us. But I found out that most of the voiceover work is not included. So she will still be able to do voiceover auditions and do voiceover work, but it's no TV film. And the audition that she had to do last night was for a film. So what's this? Look at this. That needs to be erased. That is going to show up. There we go. It's gone now. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Tony says watching you color is so calming. You know, Tony, that's something that I wouldn't mind doing, like sensory live streams. Just hanging out with people and doing calming things. Because I like watching, like, have you ever seen the live streams where they do, like, soap cutting? They cut soap into pieces, or they make lines in the kinetic sand. That stuff is incredibly soothing to me. It's kind of like visual ASMR, I guess. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Clearly you are okay though, right? Like, you're here, so I'm assuming you are all right, which is the most important thing. And I'm glad that they have handled the situation. That is second most important thing, because my goodness, what people people have lost their minds. I was just watching TikTok with my husband a little while ago before I went live, and we came across a video of an older Asian man who was attacked in his garage by his neighbor, just brutally beaten for no reason other than the neighbor didn't like that he was Asian. Like, I don't understand people. Oh gosh, Jennifer, your sister went through that. Yeah, Jamie, I hope that you're able to figure out how to navigate your way out of that situation forever. Like, it's hard, but I know you can do it. Many women have been able to do it. Oh my gosh, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, you guys, what? All right, let's see. Any more little pieces? I think we might, maybe now. I'm going to zoom back out some. Now we're going to get an even bigger brush. I'm going to up the size. That's not big enough. I want big. Big, big. Look at that. Here's where we get to make quick work of it. This is why I wanted to go into those nooks and crannies, because if I were to try and do it with this guy, it would mess it up. It would go to the wrong place. Bye, Aaron. Covering your face, babe. See, I still have to be careful on the thin edges with this big one. They don't go over. Okay. Zoom out some more. Aaron's falling back asleep over here. It is getting very warm in here. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
The temperature in Orlando right now is 85 degrees. Due to the current humidity, it feels like it's 95.
Oh goodness. That is a big mess, you guys. I don't even know what to say, Jamie, other than send you strength, and I hope that you can work it out. Hey, there's Anna. I mean, I guess what I would say is just know that this is temporary. Things don't stay the same forever, thankfully, and it will get better. Things will get better. You do what you got to do to take care of yourself and make sure that you are safe and make sure that you can be healthy and happy, and it will work itself out. It may take some time, but you'll get there. I mean, I just speaking from my own personal experience and the different relationships I've been through. I don't talk much about my exes because I don't like talking about, you guys know I don't like talking about people behind their back on our platform. I don't feel it's right to kind of tell someone else's story for them. But from my own perspective, I had to get a protection order against my ex when I got my divorce, and so I have some experience with that. There were no firearms involved because we don't believe in that sort of thing, but it was physical, and I got away, so it can be done. All right, Jameli's tail. It feels like forever when you first start the process, but then you'll look back and you'll be better off. Now, Anna's going to start making weird noises because she's getting her braces off. She sounds like a dinosaur in the morning. Like, wah. Yeah, Jamie, well, do what you got to do, but just give yourself some grace, right? Like, it's going to take some time to process all of this, and you're going to go through many stages of grief and anxiety and anger and, so just don't be hard on yourself. The thing is, you didn't do anything wrong. You're the victim here, so no matter what transpired, you didn't deserve that. All right, there we go. This is the last of it. Swoop. Okay, now we take that layer oh my gosh, you guys, you're not gonna believe this. I totally messed this up. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So I messed this up. Listen, Vicky says you're inspiring. Listen to this, Vicky. This is how inspiring I am. I totally screwed this up. So I'm supposed to be painting this white onto this other layer. But as you can see here, like I just realized, this whole time I've been painting it over the picture on the same layer. Like an idiot. Like a complete idiot. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, because now, like, you're going to be like, okay, how do I fix this, right? And a lot of people would say, well, I have to undo this whole thing and start over from the beginning. There's no way in heck I am starting over from the beginning. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what my brain says to do. I am going to make a copy of this. I'm going to make it into a new image. What that does is it puts that same, see, I've got two of them now, the exact same white onto a whole new image. Then I'm going to go back to the original image that I messed up, and I'm going to undo all of this. Look how fast that happens. You can see me undo all of my work from the last hour. Look at that. Now we go around the edge. It's kind of cool, actually, to see it happen. It's like unzipping a zipper. Sorry. Yours are like, we don't need the sound effects. All right, we're almost done. There we go. Back to the beginning. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that was me showing you guys the different backgrounds. Okay, there we go. Now we're back to the beginning. But instead of starting over, we're going to go back to this copy that I made. We're going to copy it. And we're going to come back here and we're going to paste it as a new layer. And then we're going to plop it down behind the picture like we were supposed to do in the beginning. Now look at that. It's very washed out. All right. I still have to fix it, see? What can I do to punch up the color layer? Okay. I have to play with some things here. See what I can figure out. Yeah, I could, yeah, I could up the saturation, but it's kind of like fake. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's not really quite what I need. I don't need it to be more saturated. I need it to be, I could reduce the opacity of the bottom layer, but then I worry, is that gonna offer the same buffer? Why is it so... I can't say that I've had this issue with his drawings before. I've done this with numerous drawings, and I've not run into this. So I'm a little bit perplexed. It might take me a while to wrap my brain around what's happening and figure out how to fix this. Which I'm not going to be able to do with you guys because I have to get in there and do that voiceover with Anna now that she's up so that she can eat and get dressed and get situated before chess club at noon. Yeah, see, it's not even letting me... It's very strange. It's not letting me pick up the colors. Why is it doing this? Oh, there, it did it a little bit, but now that's going to look weird, I bet. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to have to figure this out on my own. It may actually, what may have to happen, Aaron may have to go back and fill in the color on the actual drawing. It may come down to that. He may just have to make this, he may have to eliminate a lot of the shading. So strange. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go because I've been on here with you for over an hour. And Anna's getting up, and I need to do that, and then I'll come back and try and figure this out while we're eating breakfast. But thank you for hanging out with me while I did that part of it. And I'll keep you posted on how I managed to fix it. Yeah, I can't put a darker background color behind it because then it's going to cause a problem on a shirt with any dark. It needs to be a white background. So the issue is with this layer, and I'll have to play with it and figure it out. Okay, guys, I'm sorry to cut off the conversation. I know some of you are talking about Jamie's incident, and I hope that if anybody can offer some help and advice or support, that you reach out to Jamie directly. And we'll check in with you guys a little bit later, okay? Have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. Bye.